welcome back to my channel. It is me, Ian, here in Beijing, and it is not a sunny day. It is pissing of rain. Sorry, pouring down of rain. I shouldn't swear, try not to swear. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. Ian here in Beijing, and it's a rainy, wet day, which is good because it has been super warm. I mean, like 40 degrees heat, and it is unbearable at times. But this break in the weather has been good. Not a big fan of rain, to be honest. It does make for some nice photographs, but for me, not a big fan of the rain. I've lived with it most of my life in Glasgow, or a Glaswegian. However, is welcomed on this very wet day. One of the things I was reflecting on was that I often say to people here in China, and it's a throwback to when I was in the West and living in Glasgow or UK, London or whatever I had been living. I often say to people, see you later, or Zaijian here, see you later, stay safe. Which, upon reflection, is quite ironic because China, Beijing, is one of the safest places I've ever lived in my whole life. I mean, you can walk around here and no one will bother you. It's a bit noisy now, but no one will bother you. Safe to walk around late at night, family, females, you name it. In fact, there is a fantastic blogger that is covering China, and her name is Sabrina. She's superb, and if you look at her, she's a Jamaican girl. She's cutting about China, or walking about China, and sharing her life, which is real good fun. She does it with a naivety which is refreshing. But one of the things that she's saying, being that she's from Jamaica, female, walking about different times during the day and the evening and at night, she's walking about, sharing, talking to the camera, and no one is bothering with her. No one at all is attacking her, bothering with her. People, in fact, are saying hello to her, and you can see that in her video content. So Sabrina is fantastic. I recommend you go and spend some time looking at her channel. And I'll leave a link down below somewhere. The reason why I'm not pointing is because one hand is holding this umbrella, the other hand is holding the camera. Anyway, I'm just about to go and have a wee wander around the park to see what it's like when it's raining like this, and also just to get out and get some fresh air. The air is cleared up, it's not so humid now. Obviously the rain has taken some of that away. But I get back to that same thing. China is super safe. If you don't believe me, check in with some of the other vloggers that are walking about. There's loads of them walking about now in China doing what a few of us done before, and that's just sharing our experiences, and it's great to see. In fact, I might do a little bit of a video update on that now that I think about it. In fact, that might be just what I do when I get to the park. Now there's an idea. Okay, something I'm going to play about with. Meanwhile, follow me to the park and I'll share some more with you. I'm in the park and I'm just about to grab a seat if I can get a dry area to sit and maybe reflect on other Chinese vloggers that I was thinking about. Anyway, it is wet and there's not a lot of dry spaces to go to and set up camera and do a little bit of gassing back to you. Feet are a little bit wet. Anyway, I want of sounding like I'm repeating myself. I was saying there how safe China actually is, and one of the things on Saturday there I was out and a guest to a punk rock noodle bar. There'll be a video coming very soon meeting a guy called Hugh Reid, who's quite a famous kind of rocker from Glasgow. Very unique punk rock and skinhead music kind of from my generation. So I'm going to share that video at the weekend. But the point of what I'm saying is, after we finished there and it was quite late, when I came out, I was having a quick walking around in one of the Hutong areas. So if you think of maybe an inner city area where there's a congregation of people, maybe think of somewhere in London like that, or somewhere in Glasgow, And as I was walking around, no one bothered me. No one said anything. In fact, if anything, people smiled and said hello to me and welcomed me. If you think about that in some of the neighbourhoods that you've been in, would that be the case? Would they welcome you, or would they actually, you know, rob you, attack you, steal you, or whatever? Look at this. This is amazing. Look. See the lilies. Beautiful. So like I was saying, super safe here in China, so don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and do your research and look at other vloggers. There's a lot of them, and I think I'm going to talk about that if I get a space here in the park. Anyway, this is me, Ian, in Beijing, Scottish guy from Glasgow, wandering around with a camera, sharing it back to you. As always, saying to you, take care of yourself, take care of your family, your friends, and as always, take care of your community. Take care. Bye. Peace out. Actually, I forgot to say, when I'm talking about how safe it is in China, I'm also talking about how safe your belongings are. You can leave things just sitting in your seat if you're in a cafe or a restaurant, and then go to the toilet, come back and they'll still be there. I just passed a car in the street and there's bags and everything in the front passenger seat and also in the driver's seat. Nobody will touch that. That's how safe China is. Fact. Yeah. Compare that to the West. Shocking.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.